I'm at 245 Cypress Drive, Covington, Georgia. It is June 23rd, 2026, 3 p.m. in the afternoon. We're in the high 80s as far as temperature. I'm on the front right slope of the roof. Right here we have a wind damaged shingle. You can see this dark crease where the shingle's been lifted. Overall, the roof is in pretty poor condition. I'm going to see if this shingle can be repaired. There's been a scope provided by Allstate for several dozen shingles to be individually replaced. I'm going to see if that's even feasible. See how replacing one shingle affects the rest. I'm going to be removing and replacing the same exact shingle to simulate a repair. You're going to be looking to see how it affects the shingle below as well as the shingles above and to the side. See if there's any damage that occurs that would make this repair not up to industry standards. So first off, I'm going to use a flat bar to unseal and pull the nails out of the shingle. I'm going to be using a roofing hatchet to install fasteners. I'm going to be using 1.25" roofing nails. Everything's standard to how I install a roof. So first thing we're going to do is unseal these shingles. They don't really seem to be bonded very well. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is take the fasteners out of the shingle to be removed and replaced. Gonna be lifting these shingles up just slightly so I can see where the nails and my crowbar are coming in. And that nail just pulled through that shingle. So now there's a nail head size hole in the shingle. Of course, this one will be replaced. So during the repair, this would be okay. But it's likely to occur on the shingles above as well. So let's continue. Again, the shingle pulled over the nail head. So there's a nail head sized hole in the shingle. They would have pulled that nail out without pulling through. Shouldn't be a nail here, and there's not. Go to the next course. Again, just lifting these pretty slightly. No nail there. Nail came through, not a problem. Nail head sized hole in this shingle. This shingle will be remaining in the repair. I now have a hole about the circumference of a pea in this shingle. Manufacturers do not recommend applying enough seal on the top of a nail hole to cover that, because what will happen is it'll concentrate a lot of heat around these granules and they'll all pop off over time. So already got damage to the shingle above. Got 2 nails here. You can see this shingle's kind of curled over. I have to pull this, lift it up. Again, the shingle pulls right over the nail head. There's one more nail in there. I'm gonna see if I can get this to come up. And again, there's shingles are pulling right over these nails. So I'm not going to lift up these shingles right now, but at the end of this video I will show the holes that are remaining in these shingles. Should have all the nails out of here to remove this. Going to do so. Take this shingle out. Of course, in repair, replace it with a new shingle. In this instance, I'm just putting the same shingle back. A little bit of granule loss occurring on the shingles, well, a lot of granule loss occurring on the shingles above. I'm gonna put this back, and I can already see some creasing along here just by the little bit that I lifted it up. When I put these nails back in, of course, I'm gonna have to lift it up a little bit further. So 1.25 inch nail, roofing hatchet. We gotta lift these shingles up minimum of that high, a little bit higher, so my hammer doesn't damage the shingle. I'm gonna be looking for creasing on these shingles. Creasing will typically be the worst on this course of shingles because there's still nails inside. It creates just a hinge point. So if these shingles are brittle, which I can already see some instances of creasing just by barely lifting them up to remove nails, they're going to crease just like this wind damaged shingle. So let's go ahead and put these nails in and see how it turns out. Just high enough. I gotta lift it slightly more than that. And a ton of granules are coming off these shingles. That indicates that we're having a hinge point and granules are being lost. I can already see creasing on these shingles. It's kind of hard to see. The shingles are a little worn out. They're a gray color, so the creasing doesn't stand out as much probably in this video as it does to the naked eye, but it's certainly occurring. Again, just high enough. All right, so as I can see, definitely got granule loss, creasing all along the tops of these tabs. Very deep crease here, especially on the corners. Very deep crease here, all along the top, all along here. They're all creased. I mean, you can see right here. So right now, I would say this is a failed repair. I know a lot of these granules are going to be stuck in place. If I'll take a shingle that hasn't been maneuvered and I wipe it, you see nothing really affects these shingles. When I wipe it over the top of these creases, it's just going to make them more pronounced. It's going to show that dark crease line like this wind damaged shingle here. And just doing that, of course, when we have a rain, all these loose granules are going to come off. I just want to present the visible effect of this repair. So let's go ahead and wipe these off, and you can see just a ton of granules coming off this shingle. So this is that just makes it a little more pronounced again. If I wipe this shingle, there's no crease marks. I wipe these shingles, you see dark crease marks on every one of these tabs. So that just shows you this repair. This damage that was caused by the repair is the same damage to this shingle that wind caused by lifting it up. These shingles are too brittle to repair, and this is going to be a failed repairability test. I'm going to go ahead and underline all the areas of creasing that I see on these shingles, all along here. It's all here. You can feel the fiberglass mat is compromised. These shingles are no longer going to be in a good shape. So I would say this is a definite fail regarding ability to repair this roof.